My initial reaction of being inducted into the Hall of Fame, I was in Japan on a scouting trip. I got a text message from Doug Smith, who was one of my coaches at the time. He told me I should call this number that had been calling me for the past week, but it was coming up just a 909 number, so I didn't know who it was. So in the middle of the night, I called this number. He told me I got into the Hall of Fame. I was obviously shocked because I got done playing there in 1988, so I didn't expect it. Just kind of set me back in time. It's pretty unreal just to think that after so long that getting inducted into such a special place that meant a lot to me. It was just pretty remarkable.
During David Finley's 2 seasons as a UC Riverside Highlander, he posted a career batting average of .373, thanks in part to an outstanding year at the plate in 1986, where he led the team with a batting average of .413. That still stands as the 6th highest single-season batting average in Highlander history. In 1987, Finley was drafted in the 27th round of the amateur entry draft by the Oakland A's organization. He would go on to play 2 years of professional baseball for the Medford A's, the Madison Muskies, and the Modesto A's. Then, in 1991, Finley joined the San Diego Padres, where he began his career as a pro scout. In 1995, he went to work for the Florida Marlins, and then subsequently joined the Boston Red Sox in 2002. In 2012, Finley was promoted to the Red Sox Director of Player Personnel, and just 3 years ago, he returned home to California after being named Vice President of Amateur and International Scouting for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Hall of Famer Dave Finley. It's got quite a ring to it. Congratulations, Fins. UC Riverside Hall of Fame. You've made a significant impact everywhere you've been. It's been a pleasure working with you for the last 4 years, and I like the goal of making such an impact on the Dodgers organization that you're elected into the Dodgers Hall of Fame at some point. So, love working with you. Congratulations on this great accomplishment. Congratulations to your family, and look forward to celebrating with you.
Hi Dave, Oral Hershiser here. I know you know the face, and I know you helped build the resume. As a scout for the Dodgers in a leadership position, we've gotten to know each other very, very well. And the people in the audience are ready to congratulate you and to honor your career. But to go into a Hall of Fame is a very special thing.
First of all, I'd like to apologize for not being here in person tonight. This is the same day that my oldest daughter is getting married, so I'm sure you understand that I must be at the wedding. But I want to first thank the UC Riverside Hall of Fame Committee for inducting me into their Hall of Fame. This is an unbelievable honor for me. It was unexpected, and I'm truly humbled by it. I'd like to congratulate the other inductees. I know how hard of work you guys put in for your successes in your sport, especially to the 1982 baseball team. That is the last team to win a national championship at UC Riverside. I envied you when I was at Riverside. I was there a few years after you guys won the national championship. I was lucky enough to meet a lot of you guys at alumni parties or golf events, or some of you guys that continued your baseball career playing, working out at our practices. It's an overdue honor in my opinion, and I'm super excited that you guys are getting inducted, and I'm getting inducted in the same class that you guys are. I would like to thank my parents. Obviously I wouldn't be standing here without my parents. For my mom, who always made sure my uniform was clean, made sure I got to practices on time. And to my dad, who never said no when I asked to play catch, that taught me a very important lesson in life that I live by today is always be early, never be late. It's better to be 30 minutes early than a minute late, and I take that in everything I do. I would like to thank my family, my wife of 30 years. We're celebrating our 30th anniversary this month. She was my girlfriend while I was at Riverside, so she saw a lot of the games. To our 3 beautiful children, Brooke, who is getting married, that played softball at UCLA. I'm super excited for you in your life. To my middle daughter, Brittany, who is paving her own path in the music industry as a publicist in Nashville. I love you very much. And to my son, Drew, who shares the same passion and love for baseball as I do, that is currently a minor league player with the New York Yankees. I need to thank my 3 coaches at UC Riverside who impacted my life as much as anybody. First, my head coach, Jack Smitherin. Your passion and desire for the game is unmatched. I came to Riverside liking baseball, not knowing exactly what I wanted to do in life, but the lessons you taught me to work every single day like it was your last day of playing, to not take anything for granted, and to outwork the competition is something I still live by today. And I really appreciate all you've done for me over the years, not just while I was at Riverside, but for the past 30 years. To Doug Smith, my assistant hitting coach, we obviously have a special bond. We're both from San Diego. We both played baseball at Madison, and you were the first person that really believed in me to be able to play baseball beyond high school as you recruited me to Riverside. I appreciate all the time and effort you put into trying to shorten my swing, to soften my stride, and despite that I didn't have the best swing or the best mechanics, you gave me the confidence that every time I stepped in the box, I knew I had a really good chance of succeeding. So thank you for that. And lastly, Tim Schmidt, who was also one of my coaches at UC Riverside. I can't thank you enough for being a mentor for me, not only at Riverside, but for the past 30 years in our profession of scouting. You hit me countless number of fungos. You also never said no when I wanted extra work. I can't thank you enough for the time we spent talking baseball at my apartment after practices with my teammates. You really made me love baseball even more. And after I got done playing, and obviously wasn't a major leaguer, you got me into scouting. I really appreciate that, and mentored me, took you under my wing. And I can't thank you enough for that. And I'm so happy that after all this time, we're teammates now with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Lastly, I just wanted to say how special UC Riverside is. I go all over the country, all over the world scouting. I've been almost every campus in the world, every major colleges that are more famous, bigger names. But our alumni at Riverside is second to none. I think people envy the fact that we've had basically 3 coaches over 50 years, starting with Jack Smitherin, who passed it on to a former player, a former student, and Doug Smith, who then passed the reins to Troy Percival, who was also a former player. And I just hope that never changes, because our alumni association is so tight because of it. I go to golf events and different events, and everybody, a lot of people, my teammates back 30 years ago, are still going to these same events, and it's because of having the same coaches with UC Riverside ties, and I hope that never changes. Lastly, I'd just like to say thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I'm truly humbled, beyond words. I hope everybody's having a great night. Go Highlanders.